Hey, my little bookies. So I think that we're going to start a new series called Cancel Cancer Culture. If you're new here, I am Jamie. My name is Jamie, also known as Fake Cali Queen 83, and I have breast cancer. So, that was a little juicy mouthed. Yeah, I have breast cancer, hormonal breast cancer, and I found out, honestly, in Breast Cancer Awareness Month. God is a funny man. God is a very funny man. Interesting times. So I didn't want to go through this experience and it to be like something that was like sad and dreadful and all this other stuff, because, you know, I'm a very emotional person, so to speak. And I need to make sure that I am in good spirits, mentally and emotionally, so I can properly process things and tackle things and you know, go through things. So for me, when I get told disturbing news, it doesn't hit me right then and there. It takes a while for it to marinate within me and for it to actually get to a place where it affects me. So when I first got told that I was diagnosed with cancer, breast cancer, I immediately went into, okay, so what's the next thing we got to do? What we doing? What's the next process? What we got to do? Blah blah blah. X, Y, and Z. And not really sitting in that moment. And of course, going down that road just is another therapy session, which I don't care to go into right now. But as I'm going through these things and we're getting closer to the time where it's time for me to start chemo, I am starting to see and feel like, oh, it's real to me. Like next week or the week after next, I should be getting my port installed for my chemo. And this port is to assist in administering the medication versus me going into chemo and them having to like poke me each and every time they're going to insert a port inside of my chest. So they already have something already centrally located by a vein, and they can just insert it, like kind of jack me up, like I'm an EV vehicle, and I'll go from there each and every time. I just got to keep it, you know, covered and clean and all that stuff. So having that kind of conversation and knowing that that is right around the corner, I think that, you know, put me in a mental space of just being like, oh my God, like it's really happening. And also talking about the medications that I'm going to be administered and the cycles of medication I'm going to have to take, the cycles and duration I'm going to have to take the medication, and all of the side effects that come with the medication. I just have a lot of things running through my head. And also, I think one of the biggest things that hit me was, I think because I have been so independent for so long, them telling me like, oh, just so you know, when you have your chemo, you can't drive yourself. You need to have somebody, you know, basically be with you the whole time that you, from start to finish. Because they have to take me to chemo. I have to do my chemo. They have to take me home. I can't drive. And that, you know, was like a punch to me. Because it was like, I don't want to interfere on anybody else's life to have to babysit me. No fault to myself, but I would hate for somebody to have to pull away from their life, their job, their responsibilities to tend to me. Honestly, don't feel like that's their responsibility. And again, going down a tangent of a therapeutic session that I don't care to even talk about, I just personally feel like I should have my own person that is kind of like meant to be there for that type of stuff. But inshallah, that wasn't in the plans. So I'm fighting with that. I'm struggling with that. Really struggling with that, to the point of just actually catching an Uber there and back. And just doing it myself, because I hate to inconvenience people. It's just funny how I think about things. Like, I'm willing to bend backwards for other people, but I hate people bending backwards for me, because it hasn't been the norm in my life. So I feel like it is a burden. I feel like eventually it will become a burden. Eventually that, you know, kindness and availability will run out, and it will turn into being a burden. But again, personal stuff that I have to work out. Unfortunately, the experience in my life have made that a reality for me. So again, I struggle with those types of stuff, but I'm processing it. It's here. It is what it is. You know, what's the saying that they say? When life gives you lemons, make limoncello and take a shot, or however that shit go. I don't know, but overall, I'm in good spirits. I am ready to go through the process. I'm ready to get through it. I'm just ready to see what the future holds, to be honest. You know, and keep it pushing. So I plan on documenting the journey. And yeah, y'all just gonna be along for the ride. So welcome. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye.